Only minutes after the announcement of the fuel price hike, people started queuing at petrol stations across the country. Indonesians are used to one of the lowest fuel prices in the world, and now they worry about rising living costs.
This gives us a headache because our expenses will go up while our profits will stay the same. If possible, raise the fuel price but also our income.
Indonesia spends around $20 billion a year on fuel subsidies, something the new government says has dramatically delayed investment in crucial areas.
Say that at least next year there will be a 10 billion US saved because of this decision, and it means that there is more room for building infrastructure, education, health, and also the social security, which is, if people say that this is not pro-poor policy, I think it is. It is a pro-poor policy.
But when will poor people, for example, feel the first benefits of the money being spent directly to them?
The direct support is coming even these days, so there is no gap because the money is there already.
The low fuel price has also delayed investment in the country's aging oil industry. Indonesia was exporting its oil 20 years ago, but it's now become the world's largest importer of oil. Other sources of energy have barely been explored.
Due to costly fuel subsidies, Indonesia has hardly invested in alternative sources of energy, something that's badly needed if the country wants to keep up with a growing demand for energy and stop depending on oil imports.
To attract much-needed investment, Indonesia wants to simplify regulations and encourage competition with the national oil company. If nothing is done, the government admits the country could face an energy crisis soon.
It is very urgent. Yeah, it's very urgent to start thinking not only depend on the oil. So we should develop other source of energy because we possess a lot of energy resources. But the only problem is we depend a lot on oil.
To those on the streets, what matters most is to make ends meet. But many say with rising fuel and living costs, they are heading for a tough time. Vaessen, Al Jazeera, Jakarta.